Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about what women expect from men. Men and women approach finding a partner in completely distinct ways, with men wanting to prove themselves and their achievements, and depending on female validation to recognize the value they've built in themselves. Women, on the other hand, have long believed that they are entitled to the value that only men can offer and have developed the ability to command it. In addition, males who have been brainwashed into thinking that they are looking for life partners and spiritually compatible qualities have already decided to live a life of enjoyment and trickery. And who happens to be the unfortunate victim of this fraud is insignificant. In a woman's equation, the guy is the only flexible variable around which he can create his existence. He's found an uncut, rough diamond in the form of a valuable woman, and she demands that the man comply to her. A cunning lady will make her man believe his visions are being achieved while she benefits from his success. She let him act the patriarch, knowing perfectly well that both her convenience and any important decisions that would put her in an awkward position were entirely within her control. This cunning lady would be the true master of the roost. One could argue that this is the most forgiving option because the man can, at least, still believe in his illusion. In comparison to more crude and straightforward women who simply assert control through base or feminine manipulation ploys, particularly humiliation. At the very least, he can lie quietly in the fantasy of male authority. Because none of the other options allow for mercy, this is a pretty poor argument. Living a lie is a unique kind of anguish because all of that potential is thrown away with no awareness of what that incapacitated man could have become. Instead of pleasantly walking into subservience for his weaker master, to whom he owes all bliss, all intent, all advice, and all desires bestowed upon her. In exchange, she casually scrutinizes the gift she's been given and quickly learns to sort through all of the bits she can't use, unwrapping the present of the man's soul to get to the bottom of her needs. Anything that does not directly benefit her is discarded, always based on the parts she can actually use, simply viewed as a glorified packaging for what she truly desires. The welfare system, divorce, courts, and the circulation of feminist propaganda have shown that this expectation can be met from a variety of sources. None of them are permanent or beneficial to her in the long term. However, one learns not to just look at a gift in the mouth, and women have long since figured out how to ride that horse. Whatever decision she makes, she will expect subservience and always get her way, whether it's at the expense of an inadequate, desperate man who doesn't appreciate his own worth as a man, or a self-actualized man imprisoned by a government trying to appease entitled and tainted women. That for sure is a problem. How many submissive men, if made aware of the extent of their servitude, would voluntarily walk into that trap? Your response to this question will raise a variety of additional questions about why things are the way they are, as well as reasons why they will always be the same. Some men, believing they can beat the odds, will engage, but once they realize their mistake, they have already signed up to be enslaved for the rest of their lives. For women to give them the basic mission of a workhorse, something more than he ever dreamt of since he had never really dreamed at all. Some men eager to experience what a life with a purpose might be like willingly take the risk. Some guys simply won't listen, relying instead on their disastrous, hedonistic tendencies to take that shortcut rather than the difficult and twisting path of reflection and introspection. A man who has freed himself from the need to be her slave may have an alluring air about him that is difficult to detect when such a master encounters him. She might even make an effort to subdue him, turning this arrogant man into a servile monument to her power and pride. The same way she came up with the equation for a decadent woman, where the result was set and the only thing needed was an anonymous male to play the producer. There's only one course of action left for her, which is resistance. Defiance at the idea of stealing away resources and time from his own life, defiance at the thought of losing everything that he has worked for, and defiance at the idea of ever giving up on himself for anyone or anything else. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos that come out that are all just for you. See you in the next video of Superior Mentor.